we'll start with a couple of the paint blemishes right here, down between the fender, and then along here, see a couple. Running boards, the rubber is a little dry, but it's not completely petrified or anything like that. Back fenders, metal is nice and straight. Nice sunny day, so you can see if there's any dimples or dents on it, which there are none. Some more paint blemishes down in here, and then up here. Try to put my finger up there for comparison in size. Car's running good. Can't hear too much because it's a quiet running car, and we've got transporter trucks that are coming through. I'll have to unlock that. Hey Tommy, could you unlock the trunk for me for a second? Yeah. Oh wait, you know what? Nope. Nope, it's not. Alright, see here, you can see in the trunk the fabric along the side panels. Decent shape. So is a shelf, spare underneath. Nice new spare down in here. Finished well. These are where you usually see some problems with rust because moisture gets in there if it doesn't drain out through the hole there. And it's all clean. Paint's in good shape on this side. There's a little bit of a scratch right here. Again, my fingertip for comparison in size. And a little bit more paint chip right in this area between the fenders. And a little retouch right there. Chrome's in pretty decent shape. Has a nice polish to it. Some speckling going on. You can see little dots there, but nothing really to be worried about. On the hood ornament, that chrome's all nice and clean, and there's no speckles on it. The trim chrome, might not be able to see it so well, but that's nice and clean. It's also straight. There's no dings or dimples where it's broken off. And on this side, and one more paint section that's got a little bit of a chip right here. Otherwise, it's a good looking car, very presentable. Interior, we've already discussed that. That's got you know, it's just an older, worn interior, but it's still usable. You know, you can certainly get in and drive the car, and the seats fold up. Underneath here, the floorboard mat is nice and clean. You're looking at something that was probably installed within the past couple of years. Seats, you know, have some wear or some, you know, threadbare sections, like on the side here, or here, with the most of the wear being right here on the corners of the passenger front seat and the driver's front seat, where it's worn down to the wood. But this wood's in good shape, and a decent upholsterer should be able to cover that up without any problems. But it's, you know, it doesn't have a musty smell to it or anything like that, so again, it's a usable interior. And some people will even keep an interior like this just because they like, you know, the antiquated look. It gives the car some character. Checking along the headliner here, you don't see any, you know, stains that pop out or anything like that, indicating moisture damage or penetration through the headliner. Get a look at the dash and the gauges here. There's a radio, but you know, the radios, we don't guarantee those because they're the old 2 amp radios, and you know, if you go over a good set of railroad tracks on a grade crossing, it'll knock some of those radios out. So here you can see the mileage, which is 52,612, and the gauges and the glass are all nice. Steering wheel has a couple of paint chips along the outsides of the spokes, but overall still looks good. And the horn works. Windows will roll up. And go all the way back down. It is for, you know, a little bit of delamination. I think I had mentioned this before. There's just one right there. And on the other side, I think there's just a hint of that going on right here. But other than that, the window glass is nice and clean, nice and clear, not fogged up. See the windshield. Roll up this window. Rolls up nice and smooth. No hang-ups. Doors closed very nice and tight. And that's our 1937 Oldsmobile F37. This is Polo Classic Cars. Thanks for watching.